If AI can write code like a junior dev, should you hire one or just use the tool? Stick around, because today I'm breaking down the best AI coding assistants of 2026 and showing you if they're actually threatening junior dev jobs or if that's just hype. Hey, I'm Mickey from MikiMoney AI. If you want to use AI to actually make money online, hit subscribe right now and smash the bell. Today, you're going to see the latest 2026 AI coding tools in action, what they get right, what they get totally wrong, and exactly how you can leverage them instead of getting replaced by it. I'll even pit them in a real coding challenge, human versus AI. Plus, I'll give you my honest verdict. Can these tools actually take a junior developer's job? And the best tool for coders on any budget. Let's dive in. Section 1, 2020 SIXS Top AI Tools for Code. First, let's get clear. 2026 is the year AI coding tools went mainstream everywhere. It's not just GitHub Copilot anymore. The dev scene is buzzing about three main tools right now. 1, GitHub Copilot X just rolled out a monster update in February. 2, Anthropic's Claude Code Pro, big push for Python and JavaScript. 3, NextGenCode, the up-and-comer everyone's testing this month, red hot in Discord circles. Each of these tools claims they can generate apps, fix bugs, and even refactor legacy spaghetti code. Basically, work that used to take days for new hires. But can they? Let's break down what they do. Copilot X is
built right into VS Code and JetBrains. Now, with context window up to 200K tokens, so it can see and understand your entire code base, not just a single file. Claude Code Pro is Anthropic's direct play against Copilot, with chain-of-thought reasoning for coding, debugging, and even writing tests. NextGenCode positions itself as almost autonomous. It claims it can take specs, scaffold an app, and even run basic tests without your input. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what does that actually look like in an everyday coding workflow? Let me show you. Section 2, Coding Challenge, Human versus AI. Let's put it to the test. Here's a real freelance task from Upwork right now. Build a REST API in Node.js with user sign-up, authentication, and basic CRUD operations. This job pays $250, and it's bread and butter junior dev. First, I'll do this the old school way. Google search, Stack Overflow, code snippets, manual test. As a decent junior, this could take anywhere from 5 to 8 hours if you're building from scratch. Now, same challenge, but with each AI tool. Copilot X. I drop the project specs in the sidebar. Copilot instantly generates an express server scaffold, models, and routes. It even suggests JWT authentication middleware, pretty secure by default. Debugging? I point to the error, and Copilot explains what's wrong in plain English. Total time, 43 minutes with production-ready code. Claude Code Pro. Drop in the same prompt. It gives code, yes, but it also explains why it picked each library. Reasoning, step by step. Great for learning, but randomly, it forgot to hash passwords until I pointed it out. Time, 55 minutes, but needs some tweaks. NextGenCode. This tool takes an uploaded requirements doc, parses it, and builds the endpoints plus tests. Fastest of the bunch, 31 minutes flat, but the tests were basic and it failed to handle edge cases around error responses. Not bad for a $15 per MO tool. But here's the kicker. None of them, despite their speed, got everything perfect out of the box. I had to spot incorrect test coverage, security gaps, and data validation bugs. So, do they replace a junior? Not yet, but they absolutely multiply your output and earnings. Imagine billing $250 for an hour's work instead of 8. Section 3, Tool Review, GitHub Copilot X. Alright, Copilot X is still the king, especially after this year's massive update. Here's why. 200K token context means you can reference huge code bases. Now handles multi-file changes and suggests entire functions / classes. Can explain code in plain English and recommend best practices. What I like, if you're stuck, you just highlight a block and Copilot gives actual explanations or rewrites the code for performance, or even make this more readable. The pricing? $19 per month for pro devs, or $10 per month for students if you verify with .edu. Honestly, it pays for itself if you're doing freelance or side hustle. Quick pro tip, pair Copilot with the VS Code Live Share extension. Code review sessions become 3x faster, and you can run pair programming with AI as your second brain. Where Copilot X struggles, tricky business logic. It'll suggest code that looks good but doesn't actually solve the edge case. Think weird tax calculations or crazy time zone logic. Always test and review what it spits out. Section 4, Tool Review, Claude Code Pro. Claude Code Pro is the new smart competitor. What's different? Anthropic designed it to think before coding, so you get explanations with every snippet it generates. Supports 100 plus languages, but honestly, shines in Python and JS. Does amazing code commenting and test writing. Premium plan is $23 per month or bundled in Claude Unlimited for $49 per month. What I love, you can literally drop in a bug description. API is slow on patch requests, and Claude will chain of thought through performance bottlenecks. Sometimes even catching missing async optimizations Copilot missed. But sometimes Claude hallucinates libraries or makes code that would work if those functions actually existed in NP. I had it invent a get user by token safe fetch. API that literally does not exist anywhere. So you'll save time if you know when to double check. Idea for students. Use Claude Code Pro for code explanations before exams or when stuck on those annoying recursive problems. Section 5. Tool review. NextGenCode. This one's flying under the radar right now, but it's honestly wild how quickly it's improved. NextGenCode sells itself as the AI that builds your MVP. Here's what it can do. Upload your business requirements, PDF, .md, or even a text dump. Select your stack, Node, Python, Go, PHP. They're adding Rust support this month. Auto-generates scaffolding, database schemas, endpoints, and basic UI templates. Price, $15 per month for indie devs, first 30 days free. What's cool is it actually builds test scripts and basic end-to-end flows. It's not perfect, and you 100% need to review the code. Had some SQL injection bugs on a Flask app it made for me, but it's probably the fastest way to churn out MVPs for quick gigs or hackathons. You can even upload your latest product pitch, and NextGenCode will spit back a working prototype in less than an hour. I used it for a to-do app for musicians. Last week, it got the routes, models, and even a React dashboard ready for Figma handoff. Major caveat, if your job is just making basic CRUD apps, this tool could probably do 80% of what you do faster and cheap. But the moment requirements change or get messy, human brain wins every time. Section 6. Can you use these tools to make money? Alright, real talk. Can you really make more money with these tools? Or are you just a button pusher for AI? Let's break it down. Freelance platforms, Upwork, Fiverr Fastcode means you can take more gigs. One coder in my Discord took 12 small API jobs in 2 weeks, netting $1,500 just using AI tools to handle boilerplate and test. Software agencies. Agencies are downsizing junior ranks, but CEOs are offering $500 AI productivity bonuses if you can finish feature tickets ahead of schedule, all thanks to these assistants. Solo founders. Need a prototype yesterday? You can build and validate SaaS ideas in a weekend, pitching working demos to investors and getting feedback before investing big money. I made $350 on Flippa flipping an AI-generated Chrome extension last month, built in one afternoon. Steps to turn AI coding tools into cash. 1. Pick a niche, APIs for marketers, automations for real estate, etc. 2. Use Copilot or NextGenCode to build version 1, focusing on speed. 3. Test, polish, and sell as a gig, MVP,
or flip on Flippa. Warning, do not just trust the AI's code, especially if you're touching customer data. Always test, always validate. Quality work equals repeat buyers. Section 7. Final verdict. Will junior devs be replaced? So, after 2 months of AI-first dev workflows, here's where I stand. Are AI coding tools good enough to replace all juniors? Not yet. They're fast and only getting better, but they miss context, business logic, and often hallucinate code, especially on weird or custom requirements. But the average junior dev without AI is straight up slower and less profitable. If you learn to use these tools, you can 2x, 3x, even 5x your output and take on way more work, but just spend less time grinding. Agencies, they'll hire fewer juniors, but higher quality ones who get AI and work with the tools. If you're stuck building CRUD apps or fixing boilerplate, robots will eat your lunch. But if you can think, design, and communicate on top of what the AI spits out, you'll be in demand. So my take, juniors aren't erased, but junior who use AI, you're the new MVP. And honestly, Copilot X is the one tool I wouldn't code without in 2026. It's the fastest at fixing bugs, refactoring, and making you money, while still leaving you in creative control. If you want a detailed breakdown of how I'd use AI to pass a coding interview, or build a portfolio project in 2 days, check out my next video right here. Subscribe for more. Use AI. Make money. Simple.